there's a handoff. Oh, there's a pass back toward the end zone.
The two-point conversion pass
is incomplete. So the score remains 14-12 with 3:34 to go here in the first half. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Section 6 High School Football on Western New York Athletics.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds?
14-12, we want to apologize for some technical difficulties here at Lancaster. We're back, and both teams have scored. Cole Urban had a pick six for Lancaster, and Jarek Bresky had a 38-yard touchdown run for Orchard Park, and Orchard Park missed the extra point. They've missed both their extra points. They tried for two this last time and didn't get it.
And Chase Sagliani back deep for
Landon Kirk will kick it off. End over end kick will bounce at the 20 and picked up off the turf by Ryan Smith, and he takes it out to about the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Legends.
Boy, Ryan Smith, he's big out there. You can see runs real big. Junior quarterback, defensive back. This is a kid that you can see they're trying to get him inside to this game, whatever part of it that he can do to be able to make that impact.
Handled that kickoff nicely. Looked a little bit like a shortstop there.
Especially the way that's a famous kick Orchard Park likes to do. It's almost like an onside kick. They're trying to find that open zone so that they can go and try to be able to get the ball before either the player comes up and gets it or goes back.
King completes the pass to Ahern, and he does a real nice job to get the first down. Beyond the 45-yard line, he's about at the 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Legends.
First down. 1st and 10 from their own 47. 3 minutes to play in the first half.
We're late in the first half. Here's King, throws to the near side, caught by Hartwig, and he's got some running room, gets a block, still on his feet, and finally shoved out of bounds down close to just inside the 40-yard line, about the 37-yard line.
Nice quick pass, and then he uses his ability to be able to get more yards. We always talk about a good wide receiver. What are your yards after contact? And that's exactly what Hartwig does right there. Extra yards after that initial contact.
I think it's worth mentioning again, Lancaster graduated, 35?
35 seniors. So you're talking about it was a total turnover of this team. And you're trying to get these guys plays, you're trying to get them reps, you're trying to get them ready. And it takes longer than sometimes this summer to be able to get acclimated to what AA football really is.
King hands it off to Ahern. He burst through there, but one of the Orchard Park players, that's a really nice tackle. That's Matt Wright, says, you know what, you're not going any further. You got your 6 yards, but that's the end of that. Wright hanging on there and forcing Ahern to the ground.
Wright's had a couple big tackles. We've called his name already a couple times today.
King throws. Caught on the far side, got room to run, going down the sideline, spun down. Colton Schaefer on the reception. And it's another first down for Lancaster as the clock continues to run. 1st and 10, all the way down to the 17-yard line for Lancaster.
2:15 to play in the first half.
Well, we definitely got that rivalry type game that we were expected. Both teams really coming out. Started a little bit slow, folks, the way things started off. It was slow going as both teams were trying to feel each other out, feel the defenses out. But since those first drives by each team, we've really starting to see the offenses open up for both teams.
As you said, it's what we expect from Orchard Park and Lancaster.
Oh, this is like I thought. This could easily be, a rivalry week game, and it will be interesting because we do know that the Depew-Lancaster rivalry is going to come to an end. What will be that new game that's going to put into that place? And there could be a couple teams that Lancaster looks to be able to take that place. Orchard Park could be one of them. Bennett, even at this point, could be another one of those. We'll see exactly what happens and how that plays out during that week.
Now, do you know, and this is kind of unfair to ask you this, but is Tonawanda and North Tonawanda, is that rivalry game going away too?
No, not that I know of.
No.
That game's staying right where it is.
All right.
And remember, they're only a class off there.
Right.
It was a big difference because you were talking about AA to A to B is where Depew has fallen. Depew's been between B and C, too, when you're talking about out there.
King hands it off, coming to the near side, cutting toward the end zone. That's a Lancaster touchdown. Chase Sagliani gets into the end zone, and it's 20-12 in favor of Lancaster with 1:51 to play here in the first half.
I want you to watch this. This is Ahern right here. Watch the block right by Ahern. See that? He is the block, pushes his guy to the outside, and get him to cut right underneath that block and be able to go in for the touchdown. That is right there. When you know your running backs and wide receivers can be blockers for you like that, that's when you know you have a special player right there to be able to make sure it's not only about you, it's about team, and it's about the W.
And Lancaster, Schlesinger's extra point is no good, and the score remains 20-12. 1:51 to go in the first half as this game is opened up, and suddenly the points are going up fast and furious.
They really are. I know you're not a big Yankee fan. I get it right there when Stu and I talk. But, Stu, you got to give right now Aaron Judge some props.
Absolutely.
As he just hits a home run and passes Joe DiMaggio on the home run list for a New York Yankee.
Aaron Judge is very likable. And I like Aaron Judge.
And you got to have liked Joe DiMaggio back in the day, too, right?
Yeah, well,
you're talking about a special player right there as well.
No doubt. Listen, I don't remember him playing, but I remember Joe DiMaggio as Mr. Coffee.
I thought you were live for some of his games.
No. I'm old, but I'm not a fossil.
I'm teasing.
I know you are. That's why I can say it to you. I did see Mickey Mantle play in Cleveland, and it was a doubleheader, and he pulled one down the right field line. It went just foul, and the very next pitch, he put it right inside the foul pole for a home run. It was amazing. Schlesinger to kick off for Lancaster, and the kick will bounce at the 20, taken on the hop, and it's Bresky on the return, and Bresky out to about the 35-yard line. Where it'll be 1st and 10 Orchard Park with 1:43 left in the first half.
On the stop.
I'll tell you, Bresky's been showing us something out here today. He is the real running back, and he's done it from multiple ways. He's been that power running back that's gone right up the gut, right up the middle, but he's also been that guy that could go to the outside and show that speed. He's really shown that he could be that running back and that special running back for Orchard Park.
And Hassett rolls to the near side, throws, caught to Dana, and he's gang tackled at about the 40-yard line. The clock continues to tick. He couldn't get out of bounds.
Tim Kopaz, first in for the Legends.
But I'll tell you, we have seen during this game, and we got a chance to talk about it when, unfortunately, we were down, but Orchard Park seems to have had success either straight up the middle or to the right side. We haven't seen much go to the left.
Hassett passed to the near. Oh, nice catch. Going out of bounds. It's a really nice catch by Puglisi. And it's a first down for Orchard Park. Very nice catch as he brought it in.
And give Hassett credit, because there was a small window that he was able to throw that into. Fitted in a nice small window right on that sideline where his guy was be able to get it. Great catch, like you said right there.
So it's 1st and 10 from the Quakers' 48-yard line. Hassett got time, throwing deep down the near side, incomplete. Intended for Dana, was overthrown, unfortunately for the Quakers, not picked off as there were two DBs back in the area of the ball.
Hasn't been many shots downfield by either team. We saw one earlier by Orchard Park going the opposite way, but you're seeing right now what these teams are trying to do is to almost set up some of that. We've seen a lot of short passes, a lot of quick passes to help get the cadence of the quarterback going by both sides. Let's see if either team starts to try opening it up like that.
Dana goes in motion. Hassett back to pass. He goes back deep. He throws far side, caught by Dana, and that one didn't really work the way they wanted it to.
That, I think, was set up to be a screenplay is what that was. And then you saw all the defensive linemen read it, stopped in their tracks, both follow there. Great job. That's a great read by the defensive line of Lancaster.
So now it's 3rd and 10 from the Orchard Park 38-yard line with 51 seconds, well, 50 seconds showing on the clock.
Let's hear it, Legends fans.
Dana goes in motion. Hassett looks left. He's got time. Throws. I think he threw that one away. Didn't have a man open there. And, you know, to your point, they tried throwing to the left a couple of times and got nothing, where they got everything on the right side. A perfect example. And it'll bring up 4th and 10 with less than 45 seconds to play in the half here, and Orchard Park will, well, line up at least to punt.
And obviously you can't keep going to one side. The teams are going to make adjustments right there. So you've got to go to the left side, obviously, but they just haven't seen the success.
Avino has the punt blocked by the Legends. It's blocked. It'll be Lancaster ball at about the 35-yard line. And you know what, Tom? There should have been a flag on that play. The outside man on the Orchard Park offensive line moved early, but they would have declined it anyway.
They absolutely would have declined it. So we're going to see the replay right here.
Let's see who
it was number 7 who blocked it.
Oh, Braden Klinger. Well, he's had quite a game. Great block. Great field position for Lancaster in the first half. Oh, we've got a new player. The Lancaster player is down at about the 38-yard line. I want to remind everybody, our sponsors, games, Damon University. Damon University is a private, non-sectarian university in Amherst, New York, offering undergraduate and graduate level degrees. Visit damon.edu to schedule a tour today. Richmond Vona, LLC, is committed to you. Being involved in a serious accident creates a whirlwind of changes. We know how serious the effects of a car accident can be on victims and their families. At Richmond Vona LLC, we have helped our clients recover over $175 million. We have the skills and experience to handle a full range of car accident claims and catastrophic injuries. Call 716-671-4341 for your free consultation today, or visit richmondvona.com. And Ryan Hartwig hauls in that pass for a first down, as we're now under 30 seconds and we have another timeout on the field. So we'll complete our sponsorships. Logistics Plus of Buffalo for all your transportation needs. Full truckload. LTL, dedicated and drop trailer moves. Logistics Plus Buffalo is a one-stop shop. Email buffalo@logisticsplus.com for your next shipment. G Fitness Equipment is a full-service provider of specialty home and commercial fitness equipment. Locations in Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse. Visit livefit.com. And we're getting back to the game here. Second and 1 from the 24. Couldn't haul that one in. It'll bring up 3rd and 1 from the 24.
The only positive for that is that the clock stops. So there's still 20 seconds left in this one to still try to put points on the board and go into that halftime with even a bigger lead than they currently have.
King. And he keeps it himself, and he comes out of there inside the 20-yard line as King.
Puglisi on the stop. That's the Legends. First down.
Legends get a first down. The clock continues to tick. And now they'll just spike it with 8 seconds showing. It'll be second and 10 from the 17.
It'll be second and 10 from the Orchard Park 17. 8 seconds to play.
Just 8 seconds remaining in the half. Lancaster up 20-12.
Got a score to report. It looks like right now Clarence leading Sweet Home 7-3 inside that one.
King throws to the corner of the end zone, caught for the touchdown. Lancaster. Colton Schaefer hauls it in, and it's 26-12 as the half comes to a close. They score on the last play of the half. They'll have a chance to kick the extra point. But wow, what a play. Great throw. Somehow he got wide open in that back corner of the end zone.
Remember, we talked about sometimes a stoppage of the clock turns into a positive thing, and they took advantage of it, Lancaster. Zeros on the clock, and now they're going to get a chance to make this a big 2-score opportunity.
Kick is up and good, and at halftime, Lancaster leads Orchard Park 27-12. Well, quite an interesting half. Started a little bit slow, but all of a sudden the points just keep on coming. And we're going to take a quick break. At halftime, Lancaster 27, Orchard Park 12. You're watching Section 6 high school football on Western New York Athletics.
At Richmond Vona, we are seriously dedicated to bettering the communities that we serve.
You will get super high level communication, and you are getting a team of dedicated attorneys, paralegals.
If you put your trust in us and hire us, we promise to take care of everything. Call us as soon as possible so we can start the investigation to fight to get you the settlement you deserve.
Wing nuts. You still got to go.
Have you guys tried Room 40 yet?
Looking for the perfect spot to throw your next party? Say hello to Room 40, our private event space at both Wingnuts locations. Maybe you got a birthday, a graduation, anniversary, business event, rehearsal dinner, or even a sports banquet. From intimate get-togethers to rowdy celebrations, Room 40 is built to handle it all and fits up to 60 guests, with custom food and drink packages, flexible setups, legendary Wingnuts hospitality, and all the wings you can handle. If you're planning a celebration or get-together in Buffalo, this is where the party's at. Local vibes, zero stress, all fun. Book Room 40 today and throw a party Buffalo won't forget. Hit the link in our bio or visit wingnutsbuffalo.com/room40 to book now.
All right, well,
I'll go if you go to Wingnuts.
Deal.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
I'm George Wiley, a senior at Canisius High School. As the only Jesuit high school in Western New York, Canisius delivers a life-changing education. Canisius prepares young men for acceptance into the nation's finest universities, and our community supports us at each step of our journey. We are proud of our excellent athletics and our emphasis on service. This place is special. Let us show you why.
Experience firsthand the excellence of Canisius High School. Schedule your visit at canisiushigh.org.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Look, Patriot account is not going to close itself. Looks like you're going to be here late again. I need this by morning.
Oh no, not again. My son has a football game tonight.
At WNYAthletics.com. You can thank me later.
WNY Athletics, your home for high school sports.
Yes.
Are you an AD struggling to keep up with the social media needs of your teams? Check out Box Out Sports, a platform used by colleges and high schools all across the country. It's a true plug-and-play system where in less than 30 seconds you have access to over 1,000 templates that include your colors, your logos, and your information to highlight your student athletes. If you're interested in learning more, go to boxoutsports.com today.
Welcome back to Lancaster High School. At halftime, the Legends lead the Quakers by a score of 27-12 as we get set for the Lancaster band to put on a bit of a show here at halftime. And Tom, you've got some more sponsors for us.
Yeah, we're going to start with G&G Fitness. It's a full-service provider of specialty home and commercial fitness equipment. Locations in Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse. Visit livefit.com. We also have Wing Nuts Buffalo, located near the Buffalo Airport at 4600 Genesee Street. Dine in or order for takeout, open Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Visit wingnutsbuffalo.com, and that's Wing Nuts with a Z. SUNY Cortland. SUNY Cortland stands out as one of New York's top public universities. A medium-sized school that offers academic strength across 68 majors, a high quality of student life, and a degree that pays back graduates. Visit www.cortland.edu to schedule a visit today. We also would like to thank Pathfinder College Planning, Dan Cha-Cha Injury Attorneys, 510 Toy Shop and Sports Cards, The Mental Match with Sam Recco, Canisius High School, St. Joseph's Collegiate Institute, St. Francis High School, the Trench Trophy, recognizing the top linemen in Western New York, Lewis & Lewis PC at 37 Franklin Street, Buffalo, New York, and Colvin Cleaners on Elmwood Ave in Kenmore, New York. And that right there is all our sponsors that have helped us get these games up and running.
And we have plenty more games coming throughout the season and in many different sports. Exciting times for Western New York athletics. Now, are you doing a game tomorrow too?
I am. I'm on the Ken West, West Seneca West game.
Ooh, that should be a fun matchup.
It will. It's got one of those capabilities of being like that 30-29 type game, you know?
Yeah, those are the fun ones. Not that this one isn't, but
a freshman quarterback over at West Seneca West who actually had 5 touchdowns his first week. Not all by the air, some by the run, but he had 5 touchdowns his first week there for West Seneca West. And then you may know this name because we've done it a lot in basketball together. Harlem Brannon over at Kenmore West, 5 touchdowns himself in his game.
Wow.
So we got 2 big stars from week 1 going against each other in week 2.
Wow, how exciting is that? That's awesome. Amazing.
But here today, we could talk about this. Really has been, it looked like early on in this game. Remember, late in the first quarter, it was still 0-0. And this scoring has pretty much all been in the second quarter right here, where Lancaster has just really taken advantage of what's been given to them out there in the field and really has been able to put points up on the board.
And unfortunately for Orchard Park, one of the things they had a problem with last weekend is shown up again with the pick six.
Yeah, obviously that was one of the big things. And then also the block punt right there at the just towards the end gave Lancaster incredible field position and had them add on to this. I think that Orchard Park would have said is, okay, if we're down by a touchdown, we're in this game. Now you've got a total different tone going into the locker room, down by 2 scores instead of being down by 1.
Makes a big difference, and once again, it's special teams. We say it every game. It's 1/3 of the game, and don't forget it. All right, let's take another quick break. And it is Lancaster 27, Orchard Park 12 at halftime. We'll be back with 6 high school football on Western New York Athletics.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
At Richmond Vona, we are seriously dedicated to bettering the communities that we serve.
You will get super high level communication, and you are getting a team of dedicated attorneys, paralegals.
If you put your trust in us and hire us, we promise to take care of everything. Call us as soon as possible so we can start the investigation to fight to get you the settlement you deserve.
Wing nuts. You still got to go.
Have you guys tried Room 40 yet?
Looking for the perfect spot to throw your next party? Say hello to Room 40, our private event space at both Wingnuts locations. Maybe you got a birthday, a graduation, anniversary, business event, rehearsal dinner, or even a sports banquet. From intimate get-togethers to rowdy celebrations, Room 40 is built to handle it all and fits up to 60 guests. With custom food and drink packages, flexible setups, legendary Wingnuts hospitality, and all the wings you can handle. If you're planning a celebration or get-together in Buffalo, this is where the party's at. Local vibes, zero stress, all fun. Book Room 40 today and throw a party Buffalo won't forget. Hit the link in our bio or visit wingnutsbuffalo.com/room40 to book now.
All right, well,
I'll go if you go to Wingnuts.
Deal.
In the classroom, on the field, in the studio, behind a music stand, we care for the whole person in mind, body, and spirit. Through our unique house system, our Modus academic program, on every step of your journey.
This place is special. Let us show you why.
Welcome back to Lancaster. The Legends lead Orchard Park 27-12 here at halftime. And Tom, you've got some scores from around Western New York.
Yeah, we got some, and a lot of blowouts. I hate to say that's happening. Here's the first one. Roy Hart Barker is up 42-0 at halftime over Akron inside that game. We've also got, we already gave you the Clarence score. We've also got McKinley up on Amherst at halftime, 42-7. Dunkirk leading Albion 34-0 at halftime. Southwestern Frewsburg is up 28-6 over Fredonia inside that one. Newfane is up 30-6 over Franklinville-Ellicottville inside that game. And I think that's the last of the updates right there. But you can see every close game that's out there. In fact, this may be the closest game at any of the scores that we've said so far.
Well, the one thing about big leads, it can also lead to big comebacks.
But I will tell you, for Orchard Park, to me, this is a very, very important first time on defense. If Lancaster goes down and scores right here, you're really making it very tough to come back from 3 scores inside and out, and making sure you have a defense Orchard Park, and then flip it. If you're Lancaster, now's the time, because you really can make sure that you can spread this opportunity and really make it hard for Orchard Park to win.
Landon Kirk set to kick off for Orchard Park. Aiden Banks and Ryan Smith, the deep men, have not seen Max Mancabelli return to the game since being injured early in the first quarter. I had hoped to see him back out there, but so far have not. And hopefully it is not an injury that will prevent him from missing any other games. As we're get set, Kirk puts his foot into it, and it takes a bounce, and it's fielded by Smith. He stops, tries to go through some people, and he's brought down just shy of the 35-yard line by the Legends, and it'll be Orchard Park 1st and 10 as they will be going toward the scoreboard end of the field.
Stu, just looking over at the sidelines, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a player on the Orchard Park on the
1st and 10 Legends at their own
on the bed
34-yard line.
that is treated with a trainer. You can see there's somebody right there on there, and now has crutches next to them. You see that? Straight ahead.
Yes.
Literally straight ahead is where it is.
Yes, I see him. He's on the table.
Yeah, we don't know who it is, but obviously there has been an injury on the Orchard Park side no matter what, seeing that.
King pitches it to Ahern, and Ahern wound up getting about 5 yards on the play.
Michael Fleming.
Second down.
Matt Wright.
And a great job. See the way he breaks that first tackle? Did a great job of cutting up. He saw the hole, took his cut, started to go upfield, but a great job to break that tackle so he could get those extra yards.
2nd and 5. Ahern got 5 yards on that play, and this time it's King, and he goes forward. He gets pushed forward. He just might have another first down. He's awfully close. And it is a first down for Lancaster. King is a lot for anyone to handle. He's a big young man. 6'5", 225. 1st and 10 Lancaster now at their own 44-yard line. First possession of the second half, and Tom mentioned how important it is for both teams. Handoff to Ahern, who breaks one tackle, gets out beyond the 45-yard line. Gain of about 2 or 3 yards. It'll be second down. And Jake Janis in on the tackle.
Matt Wright was as well. Did you see how Matt Wright came out of that there dancing? He said he made a big play right there. So he was a part of that as well.
Second down and 8 from the 46 for the Legends. They have the lead and the ball. King throws to the near side, caught by Colton Schaefer, gets a great block, and Schaefer's out to about the 49-yard line. Mason Dahmer among those in on the tackle.
Gain of 3.
Nice. That's that quick passes that we saw a lot in the first half, right? A quick out right there. Try to see if you can get your wide receiver, especially because when you look, it's about a 10-yard buffer the receiver's getting. So what you're hoping is if you back up and be able to get that pass right there, that he's got to make up 10 yards just to try to stop you before you get going.
3rd down and 5. And the handoff goes to Ahern, and Orchard Park is right there, and the Quakers say, no, you're not going anywhere. Mason Dahmer and Patrick Budney in on the tackle. That'll bring up 4th down and 5 for the Legends.
So interesting again here. What do you do? This is that spot in the field we keep talking about, in between the 40s on what you do. We saw earlier at Lancaster step back, be able to take the punt, but it looks like they're going to go for this.
King is going to keep it himself. He goes forward, and Orchard Park stops him shy of the 1st down. And that's Budney again in on the tackle along with Janice and maybe a couple of others. And that's Orchard Park ball, 1st and 10. So that's a great stand for the Quakers on the opening drive of the half.
Which is exactly what they needed to do. Now becomes the answer. Can you go ahead and put points on the board and answer and make this a 1-score game? And that changes the whole dynamics as well as momentum. And momentum, as we know, very, very dangerous with inside any game. And it normally changes, 2, 3, 4 times a game. It'll go back and forth right here. Obviously, all the momentum is on Lancaster's side right now.
So Hassett awaits the shotgun snap. Dana goes in motion. He'll hand it off to Bresky, and Bresky moving forward. He's still on his feet. Oh, some great hard running down to the Lancaster 45-yard line before he's finally slowed down and stopped.
He was pushing that pile himself. He had 3 guys on him, and he was pushing that pile right there.
Gain of 7.
It's a 7-yard gain, and every one of those yards hard fought and well earned.
We got 2 dynamic running backs inside this one going head to head with each other.
Yes, we do. 2nd down and 3 from the 45. Bresky goes in motion, stops, he's in the slot. And there's a handoff, and going straight up the middle, getting down close to the 30-yard line is Patrick Budney.
Patrick Budney on the carry.
He's down to about the 30-yard line, and I think that is on the 30, and that's a 1st down for Orchard Park.
Budney running with a purpose. We've seen him on the defensive side of the ball. We've called his name multiple times. He's made some big tackles, but now gets his chance to run the ball and take out some of that aggression as he gets to run it right up the gut.
Well, he'll head to the bench. He's replaced by Shane Avino here on 1st and 10 from the 30. 4 wide receivers to the top of your screen. Bresky with Hassett. Pitch it to Bresky. They try to sweep to the left side, and a short gain there. And it'll bring up 2nd down for the Quakers.
It actually looked like he needed to cut up just about 2 yards quicker because that hole closed up very quick. But I think if he would have cut it up a little bit quicker, he may have had that open hole and could have gone even farther right there.
Got 2 yards, 2nd down and 8 from the 28-yard line for the Quakers. Oh, yeah, I see someone on crutches on the far side. I wonder if that's Mancabelli. And there's a handoff, and Bresky barreling down inside that 20. Great hard run there for another Orchard Park. Well, no, they're not moving the chains yet. That's more good hard running by the Quakers. 3rd down, 3rd and 1 from the 21.
Urban and Tubner combined for the stop. 3rd and 1. Let's hear it.
Second half, they stopped the Legends on downs the first time that Lancaster had the ball. High snap. Hassett pulls it down, completes it to Dana. He gets one move. He goes forward inside the 15-yard line for the Orchard Park 1st down. Really nice play by Dana on the catch and the run, extending his arms and hanging on to the football.
I like what they did with Budney on that play. Did you see Budney went out as a wingback is what he went out to. Sitting right behind that line, became that extra blocker to give that extra time to get the pass off. But again, think about what we've seen on this drive. Where is the success gone? Up the gut with the run and to the right for the pass. That's what we've seen as their success.
And now they have 3 wide receivers on the right side, 2 on the left. And Bresky goes in motion. Hassett gets it, hands it off to Bresky. He goes up the middle, down close to the 10-yard line. And they'll bring up 2nd down. Braden Klinger on the tackle for the Legends.
So very reminiscent of what we saw in the first quarter. Used
Right.
a lot of the clock, not a lot of scoring right there, and then lit it up in the second. Boy, I think we're expecting a big fourth quarter right here.
You thought you saw fireworks on July 4th, did you?
There you go.
Dana goes in motion to the left. It's a handoff to Bresky, and Bresky, with a good gain, might be inside the 5-yard line.
He looked like he was going to trip right there. Got his hand on the ground, was able to give it a push with his hand and get that extra yardage that he needed to get down there for the first down.
First and goal from the 3-yard line for the Quakers.
So check this backfield out. Look at this.
Bresky, Dana, and Budney. And the handoff goes straight up the middle into the end zone. Budney for the Orchard Park touchdown. And it's 27-18 in favor of Lancaster. So Budney getting into the end zone for the Quakers. And take a look at the replay.
Look at that hole. See that hole right there open up? Give big credit right there. You saw the line. Can we see that? Well, let's after that. I'd like to see that one more time, Haiti, when we go after the extra point.
Kick is up, and it's good.
The kick is good.
As Landon Kirk added the point after, it's 27-19 in favor of Lancaster. Here it comes again.
I want you to see this. Watch this. I want you to watch the middle. Look at the push by 52. Did you see how 52 comes out over there? That's Sean Monahan. A great push as he gets his middle opened up beautifully right there because your center out there makes the adjustment to be able to help open that hole.
So Orchard Park will kick it off. That's a huge stop Lancaster on their first drive, and they score on their first possession.
Who best demonstrates a love that always trusts.
You know, I'm going to cast my vote for Orchard Park and Lancaster to be the rivalry game.
Listen, to me, I've always thought these two teams really go. When you look at as of late, that Bennett rivalry has come big as well. And listen, don't forget about Jamestown. Jamestown Lancaster has had some fabulous games as well. So you could sit here and say, yeah, I think this is one of them, but I also think there's a bunch of other ones that are mixed in there.
Used to Bennett and Jamestown.
You know?
I mean, Bennett Lancaster's been at the stadium, it seems like 5-6 years in a row.
Absolutely. You know, and you know, Lancaster's been there. You know, I want to say they're going on 8 years right now.
That's what it feels like.
There.
Yeah.
No, I think that's
I think you're right.
It is. Yeah.
Well, the kickoff goes out of bounds, so Lancaster will get the ball. And you're right about those rivals. They're all great rivalry games.
You know, and Jamestown's the same thing. They could say it's Orchard Park. Think about some of the shootouts those two have had back and forth back there. And that's something that's gone on. Remember the years when Orchard Park was winning out there? Guess who was rivaling them? It was Jamestown that was right in the mix, 100%.
I was at Channel 2, and I loved driving down to Jamestown for those games, even in the snow. There's a pass that's completed to Colton Schaefer, but a short gain. Maybe 2 yards will be second up.
I remember going down to Jamestown as a parent, going down to watch him and watching Carlson play for Jamestown.
Oh, yeah.
That kid was 6, going up. I watched him going up with one hand, making catches. The kid was unbelievable to watch out there.
He was fun to watch. Both these schools have had great players. There's a short run. Ahern.
Stacked up at the line, Benjamin Canny in on the stop for the Quakers.
Excuse me, that was Justin Tubner, I believe, on the run.
Sweet Home just took the lead over Clarence. It's 10-7 in the third quarter.
Wow.
In the third quarter in that one.
Yeah, Jamestown had a quarterback, Jake Sisson, won the Connolly Cup one year. You're right, those are great rivalry games. King to throw, near side, caught. Nice move there, and that's a first down. Aiden Banks with a sweet move to get the extra yardage for the first down. Oh, was it a Syracuse football score?
It is.
Oh, maybe Fran Brown should make them run after every game. They certainly should beat Colgate. But
they should. But it's good to see them get the offense going at least against another team. Whether you're supposed to win or not, it is still good to see.
Yes, 38-3, the Orange.
But it looks like Colgate's trying to score. They're on the Syracuse 7.
Yeah, was that what quarter is that?
Second.
Wow, 38 points already. Here's King, keeps it himself, and he gets across the midfield stripe, and it'll make it second down for the Legends. Lancaster up 27-19, coming up on well, just under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
Now, for those of you who don't know, Stu is a Syracuse graduate, so you got to give the Syracuse scores when Stu's on air.
And there's a whistle that plays dead. Well, and many of you don't know that Tom lived in Syracuse, and he's also an Orange fan.
I am. 10 years in Syracuse.
Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah.
Your boys were really little then.
Yes. Well, my two were very little then. Luke, that everybody knows that obviously he's talked about there, the mayor.
Yeah.
Was born in Iowa.
He was born in Iowa.
Was born in Iowa, and literally was born there, and very quickly, within a couple months old, is when we moved here to Buffalo.
2nd and 12 from the 46. King back to pass. He throws deep down the middle. Incomplete, intended for Ryan Hartwig. He had him. Just overthrew him a little bit there.
Yeah, Hartwig had not only a step, he had 2 steps on there. He hits him, and he runs it in right there for a touchdown.
How is the mayor? I haven't seen him for a while.
He's doing stuff right here for Western New York Athletics.
Good.
In fact, I want to say our producer Heidi Gunther had him on camera for 2 days in a row this week.
That's awesome. Good for Luke. King back to pass. He's got time. Now he rolls to the right. He's got room to run. He'll stop, cut back inside, gets hit, spun around, knocked down right around the 50-yard line.
Brought down by Wright.
And gain of 2, well short of the first down. That'll bring up a 4th down.
And we'll give Wright absolutely the love that he deserves because he makes another tackle. But I want to give Jackson Merritt also some credit on that one. He slows it down. He makes it be able to at least slow down things so that he could come up and be able to make that tackle. Good job by Merritt as well.
4th and 8 for Lancaster, and Orchard Park will take a timeout. And let's remind everybody about our sponsors once again. Damon University. Damon University is a private, non-sectarian university in Amherst, New York, offering undergraduate and graduate level degrees. Visit damon.edu to schedule. Richmond Vona LLC is committed to you. Being involved in a serious accident creates a whirlwind of changes. We know how serious the effects of a car accident can be on the victims and their families. At Richmond Vona LLC, we have helped our clients recover over 100. We have the skills and experience needed to handle a full range of car accident claims, including those with multiple parties and catastrophic injuries. Call 716-671-4341 for your free consultation today, or visit richmondvona.com, and we'll pick up with our sponsors shortly. We have more, and we're grateful to all of them. Glad to have them be part of Western New York Athletics.
They're going to punt this.
And right now, there's no one back deep for Orchard Park, and King will boot it, and it'll take a Lancaster bounce, and it'll go all the way inside the 10-yard line, close to the Orchard 6-yard line, but a good punt there. It'll be 1st and 10, Orchard Park. So another good defensive stand by the Quakers.
They've really come out strong defensively here in the second half. That has absolutely been something we've seen. And I'll tell you, they've been led by 2 players to me on the defensive side of the ball. That's Wright and Budney are the 2 names that we keep calling out there for Orchard Park.
And in the big picture, Tom, it's tough to start a season 0-2. It's a huge game for both these teams.
Well, and obviously it would only be Orchard Park that would go 0-2, but you don't even want to go 0-1 inside conference to be able to start things off.
Right. Hassett hands it off, and there's a short gain up the middle. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Bresky on the carry there for Orchard Park. Tubner among those in on the tackle for Lancaster. He got 5 yards, though, straight up the middle as we come up on the last minute of play here in the third quarter. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. Hassett He'll hand that one off, and coming to the outside is Bresky. Can he turn the corner? Good block there. Oh, and a great tackle there by Joseph Ernst. Big gain there. Unfortunately, there's a flag on the play. Let's see which. I think that might go against Orchard Park. Holding against the Quakers. Oh, what a shame. A big by a penalty.
But I do want to point out, like you said, that was a great block there by Zach Dana out there in the open field to be able to get there, Bresky, some of those extra yards. I know it's coming back, but you still want to point out a good play when it happens out there, and that's what I really liked about Dana, doing a great job as a receiver, blocking out there to help Bresky get those extra yards.
Well, it'll make it 2nd down and 1 from the 15-yard line. Has it, hands it off, and going straight up the middle and getting the first down and a few extra yards is Bresky. And Tubner on the tackle. Less than 40 seconds to go in the half. 1st and 10, Orchard.
I got to be honest. I have been very impressed with Bresky running the ball out here today. He is an aggressive runner, and he can do it going to the outside or challenge you up the middle. We've got so many dynamic running backs in Western New York, but he's just showing he's one of the next ones.
He gets the ball and some tough yards there. It'll bring up 2nd down. And, of course, he had the 38-yard touchdown run in the first half. A really sweet run.
Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about Brandon from Ken West. You can't forget about Kimball at Canisius. The kid didn't even play the whole game against the team out of PA, and he goes for 299 yards in that one.
Oh,
I mean, you're just talking about, and then Tyrone Clark Jr. from Lackawanna. That's where we've been calling him all last year. Now at St. Francis, and he's going to be putting up some dynamic numbers as well. That is another dynamic running back. And trust me, we could keep going. Ahern, you said it before the game. You talked to Coach Cieslik. What did he say? They are going to be able to run the ball, and Ahern's the guy they got to make sure they can stop. He is absolutely a big running back in Western New York.
And you just rattled off the names of close to 10 running backs.
You know,
that's impressive.
But it just shows the amount of running backs that we have here inside Western New York. And then we go to the quarterback position because you got them all over. We talked about a freshman from West Seneca West. How about Kleitz putting up the yards the other night against Depew inside that game? Like, we're going to be talking about a lot of different players. Last night when I called South Park, because we're here over at Lancaster, who's the last player you saw play offensive line and then went to quarterback into the Wildcat position? Do you remember who it was? He's from Lancaster.
Joe Andreessen?
That's exactly who it was, right? So I saw it again for the first time since probably him, where Sacco from South Park played offensive line, played defensive line, played quarterback. He threw the ball. He ran the ball. He ran for a touchdown. And he was kicking the extra points out there.
How are we ever going to pick a Connolly Cup winner?
You know, it was a great question that Jake Fyack asked me is, could we see in the same week a Trench Trophy nominee and a Connolly Cup nominee in the same week?
Wouldn't that be something? 2nd and 4 for the Quakers. And there's a handoff, and going up the middle and getting the first down is Dana. Another good, that was Budney.
Budney on the carry.
That was another good run by Budney. And now 27-19 Lancaster. So that's an 8-point lead. And if the Quakers should score, this game becomes very interesting.
Then it all becomes what we talk about. Yeah. Special teams, special teams, special teams.
Unfortunately for Orchard Park, they've missed a couple of extra points. Been denied on a 2-point conversion. And there's a handoff, and going straight up the middle is Bresky. That's good hard running right there. Keeping those legs moving. Is out to about the 45-yard line of Orchard Park.
But Stu, you cannot run up the middle like that unless you're winning the line of scrimmage. Period. You win the line of scrimmage, you run the ball. And I'll tell you, in the second half, Orchard Park is winning that line of scrimmage right now, and you're seeing them constantly run right up the gut.
You're absolutely right. Lancaster hasn't scored in the second half.
Absolutely. But listen, we all know this team can put up points and put them up quickly. We saw it already in the first half. Don't think they can. They need to make the stop so that Orchard Park doesn't gain all that momentum right now.
2nd and 4. Handoff is Bresky, and he's got the first down. Another good run up the middle.
On the stop for the Legends.
Cole Urban makes the tackle for Lancaster.
First down, Orchard Park.
Saw former Lancaster coach Len Jankowicz before the game. He looks great, sounds great. Had a Yankee hat on.
That's it. That's why I love seeing him, right? He's wearing it, saying he better get that win is what he said tonight. As you know, the Yankees are playing the Red Sox.
Two of my favorite teams.
That may be just slightly of a rivalry compared to the one we're out here seeing out here today.
1st and 10 from the 49. There's the handoff going straight up the middle. Close to another first down is Bresky. And they are just taking over this game at the line of scrimmage. And we got a Lancaster player slow to get up.
Urban on the stop. Injury.
That looks like number 77, Cole Silvestri. Hopefully he's okay. And once again, let's remind everybody about our sponsors. Damon University. Damon University is a private, non-sectarian university in Amherst, New York, offering undergraduate and graduate level degrees. Visit damon.edu to schedule a tour today. Richmond Vona. Richmond Vona LLC is committed to you. Being involved in a serious accident creates a whirlwind of changes. We know how serious the effects of a car accident can be on the victims and their families. At Richmond Vona LLC, we have helped our clients $1 million. We have the skills and the experience needed to handle a full range of car accident claims, including those with multiple parties and catastrophic injuries. Call 716-671-4341 for your free consultation today, or visit richmondvona.com. Logistics Plus of Buffalo for all your transportation needs. Full truckload, LTL, dedicated and drop trailer move. Buffalo is a one-stop shipment or warehousing needs. G&G Fitness. G&G Fitness Equipment is a full-service provider of specialty home and commercial fit. Rochester and Syracuse. Visit livefit.com. 2nd down and 3 for the Quakers. Yeah, the Quakers almost got the Legends to jump there. Did Hassett. Crowd getting into it here. And now there's the handoff, and Dana got nothing that time. The Legends, they sent Bresky in motion, and Dana had nowhere to run. Good play by the Lancaster defense, and this will bring up a big 3rd down, but certainly this, to me at least, is 4-down territory for the Quakers here.
Hey, we've thought that a couple of times. Yep. You never know here.
You're right.
But I'll tell you, Bresky was used as a decoy on the last play. Now watch, you got Budney here at the wing back. Do you try to run to his side, see if he uses a blocker there, and run behind him?
They'll hand it off to Bresky. He's got the first down and then some, all the way down inside the Lancaster 30-yard line. Good run by Bresky.
Okay, watch this, Stu. Remember I talked about it. Here's Budney right here. Look at, he goes up. Watch the hole. Bresky follows him right up into that hole that he created right there to be able to get that first down.
1st and 10 at the 30 for the Quakers. Budney's had quite a game, filling many different roles. Lead blocker on that play. And now we get a whistle. And we've got an equipment issue. Or he's injured.
So, Stu, the funny thing I'm going to tell you right here, as Lancaster's going to come out in 10, I'll tell you a funny story right here. The last time I saw Coach Cieslik use the wingback position was when he was the JV coach in Orchard Park. Okay, I haven't seen it in that long. And the kid he used to use the wingback on was
one of your boys.
It was Zach Prince, yeah, my oldest Zachary. And I'll tell you, he had them all over the place. Very similar to what I'm seeing with Budney out here.
Interesting. See, I love observations like that.
I haven't seen that in a while, but I love how they're moving Budney into that wingback position and using him almost as a fullback.
And there's a pass to the near side, caught by Dana. Dana still on his feet and finally brought down out of bounds inside the lane. Well, they say he didn't get out of bounds. Now they do. And he's about inside. Looks like he's inside the 20-yard line. 18 or 19-yard line of Lancaster, as we're under 8 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 from the 19 for the Quakers.
I was just excited when I did the game last night with South Park and Lakeshore. The first game I did, 7-0. The second game I did, 7-0. Right? I was just glad it wasn't a 7-0 game when we did last night, and I'm loving to seeing the offense that we have out here today and big defensive stops.
Has it. Hands it off to Bresky. Bresky's going to try to go around the outside on the right side. Still on his feet, still going into the end zone for the Orchard Park touchdown. Bresky, Jarek Bresky, his second TD of the night. And now it's a 27-25 game, and Orchard Park will have a chance to tie it at 27. This second half has been all Orchard Park.
Yeah, let's see the replay right there. Great job. I want you to see how patient Bresky is. See how patient he's waiting. Cuts up there, then takes it to the outside. But he was very patient in waiting for those blockers to get set so he can make that turn and go upfield. Great job being able to read your offense, read your blocks right there by Bresky.
So Orchard Park will try for 2 here. They have missed a couple of times.
This is right where they gave it to Budney last time. Oh, look at this.
Interesting formation. And Hassett rolls to the right. He stops. He throws. It's intercepted. And something didn't happen there that was supposed to happen. I'm not sure what it was. He rolled to the right and couldn't get whoever was supposed to come open couldn't do it. So good job by Lancaster. And the score remains 27-25 with 7 minutes and 21 seconds remaining. Back to our sponsors. Wingnuts Buffalo, located near the Buffalo Airport at 4600 Genesee Street. Dine in or order for takeout, open Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Visit wingnutsbuffalo.com. And SUNY Cortland. SUNY Cortland stands out as one of New York's top public universities, a medium-sized school that offers academic strength across 68 majors, a high quality of student life, and a degree that pays back graduates. Visit www.2.cortland.edu to schedule a visit today.
We'd also like to thank Pathfinder College Planning, Dan Cha-Cha Injury Attorneys. In fact, I just talked to Dan today to be able to refer a client over to him. So I'm telling you, Dan, another one that you want to make sure that you look out for if you're injured. 510 Toy Shop and Sports Cards. The Mental Match with Sam Recco. Canisius High School. St. Joseph Collegiate Institute. St. Francis High School. The Trench Trophy, recognizing the top linemen in Western New York. Lewis & Lewis PC, 37 Franklin Street, Buffalo, New York. And Colvin Cleaners on Elmwood Ave in Kenmore, New York.
Well, Lancaster creeping up like they might expect an onside kick, and it goes on the far side, picked up on the far side, and with lots of room to run, it's Smith on the sideline. He's still got it. Still going is Smith. Touchdown Lancaster. How about that? Ryan Smith returns the kickoff. They tried to bounce it. He picked it up and ran it all the way back, and it's 33-25 Lancaster. What a return.
Look at this, and we're going to see the tail end of it. Look at his speed out there. He really is showing how quick he is. And I'll tell you, the only negative thing is I don't have the listing of his height and weight out there, because he is big out there, but shows even as a big man how fast he really is. But I'll tell you the one thing that Lancaster has won so far in this game, it's been the special teams.
I knew you were going to say that. You're 100% correct. You know, if the high snap, down, kick is up, though, and good. And Lancaster leads this one by 9.
And with 7:06 to play in the fourth quarter, that makes the score. Lancaster 34.
to 25. So
are you shocked that we haven't seen Smith in the backfield
Yeah,
or doing something
yes.
like this kid's dynamic?
Yes.
I am shocked that we haven't seen him a little more part of the offense.
maybe they'll do that as the season goes on. They could use him as a wide receiver too.
Could use him in multiple things right there.
I also think we saw Mark Delfonso, the Lancaster baseball coach, before the game. Well, I think he should be talking to him too, because this kid has picked up the ball off the turf a couple times like a shortstop and been able to run with it. So, I'm a baseball guy, and if I see Mark, I'll tell him that. You got to talk to this young man if he's not already a baseball player.
I'll tell you, if not, I'm going to tell you, you could be talking about him on the basketball court. You could be talking about him in the baseball field. You could be talking him on lacrosse. There's probably every sport in Lancaster that's going to want this kid.
Now, how about this? Have you ever seen back-to-back kickoff returns for touchdowns?
I've seen back-to-back run into the end zone, but one of them get called back. So I have seen that happen. I just seen it get called back.
Okay, I gotcha. Christian Schlesinger will kick off for Lancaster. What a huge return by Ryan Smith. Just after Orchard Park had closed to within 2.
Schlesinger to kick off for the Legends.
And it's a high end-over-end kick, taken at about the 10-yard line. And Bresky still on his feet. He gets it out to about the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Orchard Park, and the Quakers need points. And the clock's starting to become a factor here.
Because remember, it's a 2-score game right now. So you've got to now score twice in Orchard Park. So with 6:58, you not only got to get down and score, but you got to quickly make stops so you can try to go down and do something in this game to be able to take the lead right here. Very awkward score on here to talk about field goals, but you've got here an opportunity. You've seen they've missed extra points. Do you have that opportunity to really go for a field goal?
There's a handoff to Dana. He comes to the near side. He got around one man. And he's brought down. There's Ryan Smith again, along with Cole Urban to bring him down. Good first down gain.
And Ryan Smith.
Yeah, Ryan Smith, looking at him from here, he's a tall young man. I'd like to see him standing next to King, because King is tall. King's 6'3", and he might be as tall or taller.
If Lancaster wins this game, you may actually see that happen.
Oh, yeah, because you'll be doing post-game interviews. And there's a handoff to Bresky. Some good hard running, and Lancaster doing a nice job to keep him from gaining too much. Cole Urban again in on the tackle. There's another young man who's had an outstanding game, is Cole Urban. First and 10 from the 36-yard line for the Quakers. And we got a timeout on the field, taken by Orchard Park. I can't remember, and I'm sure it's happened. I can't remember the last time, if this happens, Orchard Park started 0-2 in a season. That's something that just doesn't happen to these schools. We're going to take a quick break. Lancaster 34, Orchard Park 25. You're watching Section 6 High School football on Western New York Athletics.
I'm George Wiley, a senior at Canisius High School. As the only Jesuit high school in Western New York, Canisius delivers a life-changing education. Canisius prepares young men for acceptance into the nation's finest universities, and our community supports us at each step of our journey. We are proud of our excellent athletics and our emphasis on service. This place is special. Let us show you why.
Experience firsthand the excellence of Canisius High School. Schedule your visit at canisiushigh.org.
First and 10, Orchard Park. Under 6 minutes to play. And a pass on the far side. Big stick on the far side. Ryan Smith with a big tackle there. And after a very slight gain, Dana caught it, and he was hit and dropped immediately. So it's no gain on the play. It's 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line.
Just look at what that did on that special teams, even for Smith's confidence. He is all over right now on this drive to try to make stops.
And Orchard Park sticks with the ground game. Good run there by Bresky. He's got a first down. That's a great run. And he takes it out to about the 46 or 47-yard line.
I love what he did east-west there. Did you see that? Was constantly shifting to try to find the hole to get that spot so he could go up for the first down.
5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter.
1st and 10, Orchard Park from their own 47-yard line. The Quakers need points, and they need them in a hurry as that clock is now a factor. Hassett was incomplete on the far side. The good part about that for Orchard Park is it stops the clock.
2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10. This has been a great game.
It's been a fun game to watch. We've seen defense, we've seen offense, we've seen it by the air, we've seen it by the run. We really have seen every aspect of football that you enjoy to watch in a game. We've seen it here today.
Yeah, and you didn't mention it, but you're right. It's been a very physical game, too. Hassett. Looked like there was a nice run by Hassett. He's close to a first down. Looked like somebody was supposed to be in the backfield that wasn't there.
I couldn't tell if it was that or was the snap off to the side a little bit, and that's where he went and got it and then turned something out of nothing right there.
3rd and 2.
It could have been that, too. 3rd down and 2 for the Quakers. And they'll hand that to Bresky, who's got the first down, and he's inside the 40-yard line of Lancaster as the chains will move.
They've been running the ball so well. This has been the run. This is what Orchard Park has learned about their run game. But I will say this, that clock keeps ticking. You're going to have to go to the air a little bit right here because of the clock right now is not your friend. It really isn't.
Well, and unfortunately for the Quakers, if they don't rally and win this game, there's a pass. Oh, off the fingertips.
Hassett's pass is
Incomplete. Intended for I think that was Shane Avino. Unfortunately for Orchard Park, if they don't rally and win this game, they'll look back at their special teams, the extra points that were missed, and the big kickoff return. But you want to
in the block?
Yeah.
Remember the block? Because that happened at the end of the half right there. That doesn't happen, and they kick that off. They don't put those points on the board. This is literally a 2-point game right now.
Yep, you're 100% correct. 2nd down and 10 for the Quakers. Now Hassett rolls to the far side, throws back across his body, completes it to Bresky, and he's got nowhere to go.
Hassett's pass is complete.
Smith does it again right there. And what was great about that, Smith did that as an open field tackle. Did you see that? There was just him and Bresky right there, and you saw Smith got aggressive on that and went in for the tackle. Great play there by Smith.
3rd and 13 for Orchard Park here. As you mentioned, at some point, they've got to take a shot at the end zone.
Well, they took that shot right there that unfortunately slipped right through Avino's hands.
As it throws, intercepted, picked off on the far side. And taking it back is Ryan Hartwig. And he's still on his feet, still going. Hartwig inside the Orchard Park 20-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 Lancaster, and that could be the final piece of this one for Lancaster. Each team with all 3 timeouts left, and Orchard Park just may not have enough time, even with the timeout. I think this is overthrown just a little bit.
It is. You can see it. You'll see the replay that's right here. You can see went right over Avino's head. Perfect spot right there for Hartwig to make that play and then take it almost down. He almost gets a pick 6 right there. Just misses that opportunity, though.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Legends at the Quakers 16-yard line. 2:51 to play in the 4th quarter. And I would imagine that a Lancaster touchdown here would definitely put this away. I think that interception just about seals the deal. But,
I think the only way you're doing it, you're getting some sort of turnover right here, but still not a lot of time. I thought that we'd see run right here. I thought this was going to be all Ahern right here to finish this one off, but we don't see anybody in the backfield right now with King.
No, we don't. Don't know where Ahern is.
He's
there.
He's
he is
all
at
the way
top
wide
of the
receiver.
screen.
Yeah.
Is Smith out there somewhere?
No, we haven't seen him on offense. He's predominantly been defense, and as well as what we've seen on special teams. He's been their returner on special teams.
And King is going to keep this one himself, and he'll gain 2 or 3 yards maybe before he's shoved back. And Lancaster will need to protect the football here. That's about the only way Orchard Park can get back into this one. It's a 3-yard game, 2nd down and 7.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no timeout was taken. I understand where you're coming from.
No, the clock, I wasn't seeing the clock move. That's the reason why I was saying that.
Oh,
I
see.
It did.
I see. My mistake. Now Ahern back in the backfield with King. And Lancaster taking all the time they can before they snap the ball. King hands it off to Ahern. Ahern still on his feet, and he's dragged down, but he's inside the 5-yard line of Orchard Park, where it'll be 1st and goal.
That's a Legends 1st and goal.
And you see John Drobitz, the referee, winding his arm, saying keep the clock moving. Under 2 minutes to play in the game. And once again, Lancaster will use all the time possible before snapping the ball. Lancaster looking to start the season 2-0. High snap and straight up the middle and stopped. Ahern again. And now we're going to get a timeout taken. Timeout taken by Orchard Park. So the Quakers use one of their timeouts as we're clock is stopped at 1 minute and 20 seconds. It's been quite a game. The second, the funny thing, well, not funny, but Orchard Park dominated most of the second half. Lancaster only scored on a kickoff return here in the second half.
But what do we say? The special teams are going to have a play in this. But remember, whether you win the second half or not, what they did in the first half is the reason for this victory as well here if it holds on. What they did inside that first half, especially towards the end of halftime, that's really the separation factor right now for Lancaster.
Yep, you're 100% correct. I want to remind everybody, Tom will be doing post-game interviews, and look for them on the Western New York Athletics homepage. Just one of many places you can find them. Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, Twitter, or X, whatever you like to call it, and then they'll also be on Instagram as well.
2nd and goal from the 4. There's the handoff around the end, into the end zone for the touchdown is Aiden Banks, and make it 40-25 in favor of Lancaster with 1 minute and 13 to go here in the 4th quarter. So Orchard Park uses, so Lancaster had 1 pick six, an interception with a long return that set up this touchdown, a kickoff return for a touchdown. So it's hard to win when those plays happen against you. Schlesinger on for the extra point.
And if you do think about it, Coach Cisick will tell you that's kind of what happened inside that first game as well. So these are the things that definitely got better this game, because this game, as we were saying, is much closer than what's on that scoreboard, but you've got to give Lancaster credit because they took advantage of every single opportunity they got and they cashed in on it.
There's a penalty on the extra point. Let's see what the flag is for. Probably unsportsmanlike conduct.
Kick is good.
Kick is good.
Personal foul.
Yeah, the kick was good, but a personal foul against Lancaster. So they'll take that off on the kickoff.
With 1:13 to play, that makes the score. Lancaster
So it's 41-25, a 16-point lead for the Legends. Well, it's September now, and in November, wonder which teams we'll be seeing at the stadium.
This AA is going to be interesting, and I'm going to tell you, there's a new team that's gotten into the mix that we haven't talked about in a while, that we're going to hear about it. Health Sciences in A, not AA, so Health Sciences will be someone we're going to hear in A. The team we haven't talked about at AA very much that we're going to hear from, Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls, game week 1 versus Bennett, 18-13. Great game, but we knew Niagara Falls has got a team this year. They always have the speed. They've got some of the other capabilities of making this a full team. I'm going to be excited to see Niagara Falls have a say in things this season.
That'll be fun to watch, no doubt. Do they bring the band to football games?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
come on.
now you're talking.
You can't have a Niagara Falls game without the band right there, or the Lancaster band in Lancaster. I even love the band at Lakeshore when I go to see those games. I love some of the bands we got around here.
Schlesinger will kick it off, and it'll bounce. Oh, it gets past the return man, and it's picked up by Robinson, and he comes to the near side. Down the sideline he goes, and he's got a free pass to the end. Well, no, he's got one man back. He beats him. Touchdown, Orchard Park, unless he stepped out of bounds. Julian Robinson for the Orchard Park touchdown. What a great run. The ball actually got past him. He picked it up and ran it down the length of the field.
You saw one guy grabbed his shoulder pad. Did you see that? He broke that tackle, and boom, and let's see the replay on this.
I thought he might have stepped out. No, he didn't step out
look
of
at
bounds.
you can see it right there. He got right around the sideline. He danced it, came close to it, but said, I'm going into the end zone, and does that.
So we can have 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown. Not quite back-to-back, but kickoff returns for a touchdown. 41-31 with exactly 1 minute left.
Though you could say the 2 times that was kicked off, it was back-to-back.
Oh, very good.
Because it was an interception that went down there.
Very
so.
good, yes. Well, Orchard Park now, we get a whistle, and I think the Quakers are going to take a timeout here. Let's do a little bit of math. Big week for comebacks, maybe. So 41-31, that's 10, and if they get the 2-point conversion, that's 8. Recover an onside kick, score, get the 2-point conversion, and you have a tie game. Stranger things have happened.
Oh,
right?
heck yeah, stranger things. That's why you call timeout. That's why you do those things as coaches, because you know things like that can happen.
And you play to the final whistle. Well, imagine that. Imagine if like 5 minutes on the regular clock, you and I are sitting here talking about a 41-41 tie. That would be astounding.
Would be but at the same time, look at what we've got and the way this game is played out. And this really has been about special teams. In both teams, this is going to be something that both coaches are going to stress about what happened inside this game about special teams. It will be stuff that's going to be worked on during the week and will be talked about inside that locker room.
So Orchard Park will try to get 2. They have not made it so far tonight. They hand it off to Bresky, and he's got the 2-point conversion, and it's a 41-33 game with exactly 1 minute left. Well,
on that last one, remember the last 2-point conversion
yes.
when we saw him roll out
yes.
and not find anybody? I was actually surprised they didn't do this right here and go right up the middle
yeah.
because of the success that they've had right there.
You're right, yes. And especially here in the second half, they've been.
I mean, not that it would be any difference, because it would just be 41-35 is all it would be. But at the same time, that seemed to be the bread and butter of the second half for Orchard Park, was right up the A-gap. That's where they had the success, and they seemed to be able to be effective running right up the middle.
Well, Tom, I have to correct some math here. 41-33.
That's 8.
Yeah, okay, I don't have to correct anything.
You're right.
Okay. just wanted to make sure. So we'll see now if Orchard Park recovers this onside kick, this is going to get very interesting.
So now it'll be depend on what you do here, because you see now. Watch Lancaster setup. See their front 2 lines right here. Now the question is, does Orchard Park try the onside thing or try to get something about the 35-yard line to see if they can go there and try to be able to get the ball? So we'll see exactly how Orchard Park plays this, because they like that area, that 35-yard line about there, to see if they could kick it up and go get the ball.
Lane Kirk. Oh, you called it, and it's caught on the far side and brought down by the Lancaster player, who smartly didn't give that ball a chance to bounce.
Which is a great play, because that's why teams do that exact play right there. Because if the guy that's on that back line doesn't go back and get the ball, It's wide open for a guy to be able to do that. That's why they do this. Great job by Lancaster, prepared for that, and that line went back and be able to receive that. Give credit, another special teams positive for Lancaster.
Tim Kopaz caught that kick and immediately fell to the ground.
And this should just be a kneel right here.
First and 10 Legends at their own 38-yard line.
King will go under center. Lancaster in victory formation. He kneels it down, and they will probably have to snap it one more time just to make it official. And we're getting some handshakes along the line of scrimmage from both teams. What a game this turned out to be. A very slow start in that first quarter, but a lot of points. 74 points in this one. Lancaster will improve to 2-0 on the season. Orchard Park drops to 0-2 as King will take a knee. And that should be it, and that is it. So Lancaster beats Orchard Park 41-33. So a tough start to the season for Orchard Park. Lancaster improves to 2-0. They win here at home, and Orchard Park drops to 0-2. And once again, I want to remind everybody that Tom will be doing post-game interviews, and you can see them on the Western New York Athletic homepage, on X, on Instagram, and on Facebook, as you see the players shaking hands. And once again, we want to thank all our sponsors. Damon University is a private non-sectarian university in Amherst, New York, offering undergraduate and graduate level degrees. Visit damon.edu to schedule a tour today. Richmond Vona LLC is committed to you being involved in a serious accident creates a whirlwind of changes. We know how serious the effects of a car accident can be on the victims and their families. At Richmond Vona LLC, we have helped our clients recover over $175 million. We have the skills and experience to handle a full range of car accident claims, including those with multiple parties and catastrophic injuries. Call 716-671-4341 for your free consultation today, or visit richmondvona.com. Logistics Plus of Buffalo for all your transportation needs. Full truckload, LTL, dedicated and drop trailer moves. Logistics Plus Buffalo is a one-stop shop. Email buffalo@logisticsplus.com for your next shipment or warehousing needs. G&G Fitness. G&G Fitness Equipment is a full-service provider of specialty home and commercial fitness equipment. Locations in Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse. Visit livefit.com. Wingnuts Buffalo, located near the Buffalo Airport at 4600 Genesee Street. Dine in or order for takeout, open Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Visit wingnutsbuffalo.com. SUNY Cortland. SUNY Cortland stands out as one of New York's top public universities, a medium-sized school that offers academic strength across 68 majors, a high quality of student life, and a degree that pays back graduates. Visit www.2.cortland.edu to schedule a visit today. We would also like to thank Pathfinder College Planning, Dan Chacha Injury Attorneys, 510 Toy Shop and Sports Cards, The Mental Match with Sam Recco, Canisius High School, St. Joseph's Collegiate Institute, St. Francis High School, the Trench Trophy recognizing the top linemen in Western New York, Lewis & Lewis, PC 37, Franklin Street, Buffalo, New York, Colvin Cleaners, Elmwood Avenue in Kenmore, New York. And once again, we want to thank our producer, Heidi Gunther, and our photographer, Mike Goodberry. Most of all, we want to thank you for watching. Once again, the final score, Lancaster 41, Orchard Park 33. For Tom Prince, my name is Stu Boyer. Have a good night, everybody. All righty.
Ladies and gentlemen, spectators, and the teams assembled